Hello there, Aquarius. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Aquarius for August of 2019. I can't believe how fast this year's going. Anyhow, for everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view of the month, and we'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading, so you're all named Frankie for the time of this reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they're going to blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme. Now, I have a short message for us before I begin, and it's the craziest message. All I can feel is like everybody loves me. It's like everybody's in my space, that huggy, kissy, whatever kind of energy. So, if it gets too pushy or too forward or something like that, I don't know how to even say it, just pushy or forward, and I don't think we all love everybody on our face every minute. So I'm going to say, let it slide, accept it, and kind of move forward with it because we have more important fish to fry. A lot of us got a lot of important things we need to bring together this month. I don't know, maybe financial, maybe home things that we're doing, things like that. So pay attention, keep the focus on that which is valuable or that which is important to me. We have good words, they're transformation this month, transformation, authenticity, exploration, freedom, and resilience. There you go. We're resilient, all right, because you're never going to believe what we got here. I'm so happy for us. Actually, there's a little blip in here, and that might be what's going on, but it could be us kind of too, anyhow. But we have the sun right off the bat. I was like, this is for, and right underneath it is the Six of Rods, which is the victory card. So I guess we're going to make it through this month no matter what. And this is like super positive. This is transformation, our transformative energy, exploration, because it can mean all kinds of stuff, and freedom, and getting back on our feet where everything's going right and going our way, because it relates to like our energy, our vitality, our confidence, success, good times, all of those wonderful things. It means a time of new beginnings, and we have another card here that verifies that. A time of new beginnings for us, where things are going well, and of accomplishment, of success, of contentment, of material well-being, and of optimism and happy frames of mind. It can mean children. Usually there's children on the card too. With the sun card, this one doesn't have them, but it has the sunflowers and the, like people getting along and getting along well. And we have 2 cards here that could, that they kind of go together. You'll see as we go through the cards, they kind of go together, so we feel cheerful, self-confident, full of vitality. We're ready to undertake any new projects that we have going on. Um, Make changes for the better. They want me to say that too, like make changes for the better. Whatever we're planning in our lives, and we're all different, Aquarius is, so we each have something different going on in our lives, but whatever we're planning, we have like a great deal of enthusiasm about it, and we're not worried about the outcome in any way, shape, or form. So it's a really strong, good, happy kind of energy. Um, it could be like starting new projects, upgrading something in our homes, moving to a better paying job, or more satisfying is what they said too, to say more satisfying job. They said remodeling houses, sometimes even just moving somewhere, going on a fun vacation to some place that's sunny and happy and that we've been waiting for. But when we get that sun card, that word transformation really comes up because everything we're thinking of or planning on doing kind of like feels possible. I think that's why, more than anything, we're supposed to, that original message, keep our eye on what's important to us. So I can't put this in any area, like one area of our lives, like, oh, is it love? Yes, it could be. Is it work? Yes, it could be. New projects, things like that at work. So you'll have to place these where they go in your own life, but it's actually starting off like that, like the overriding thing, makes me feel good about all the other cards. We have a little blip card here, but I don't think it's anything that we couldn't handle if we needed to. It's that kind of energy. So we're doing good for our own selves this month because our next card here is the Six of Cups, and that's a card of nostalgia, happy times gone by, like in the past, sentimentally remembering all the things from the past, comforting, pleasant memories about the past, and if we can get that, like get those good memories about the past, they can be used to better our now and used to better our future, which is what makes it such a wonderful card. Because if we know at one point we were happy somewhere in the past, we know that there's the possibilities and probabilities of us being happy in the future. So that it's feelings that and if we look at the card clearly, it's feelings coming from the past that are connected to our past that can shed some type of light on our future, so we'd be feeling calm and collected, like about past events, and we'd be putting them into perspective and beginning to understand them and how they can like engender a better future and a better present, or a better present and a future renewal. That's the way I want to put it. Better present, future renewal. So with that word transformation in there, and freedom and resilience and exploration, those words that are in there, I'm going to say, and I always tell you guys, no matter how bad, and I know there are plenty of us out there that have had really, really rugged pasts. Maybe our childhood was wicked, and, we don't remember anything that was good or made us happy from it. But there's always one thing. My father was a screamer. So, and we had a big family. There's 9 kids in our family, and he yelled all the time. Probably because we had 9 kids in the family. But I was normally the one because there was 3 older, and I was the youngest or younger, and then all the rest are younger than me. So I'd get in trouble all the time. I probably deserved most of the trouble I got into. Frankly, I probably deserved all the trouble. But like going to the family reunion and everything was horrible. I get yelled at for squashing the bowl of potato salad. So I'm in trouble. I'm screamed at the whole way there, the whole way back, or out there. As soon as my father gets there, he sees all his friends and family, he forgets he's mad at me. So he's happy. I go play, he plays with his, grown-up friends. I play with the kids and the cousins and all that stuff, and all those horrible transgressions are forgotten. So on the way home, he's not yelling, he's happy, maybe he was a little plowed, I don't know, but I can pick from that. Instead of remembering the trauma getting screamed at the whole way there. Pick that one thing. And if we can do that, right, our present becomes better and we can see that possibility and probability for the future. And especially with these two together, the Sun and the Six of Cups together, it's like amazing. So if we get any blurps this month, here's our blurb. This is this is air energy. It'll be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We're showing up in our own reading, which makes it good, in one manner or form, but in another manner or form, it may cause us a little bit of aggravation or grief, showing up in our own reading. I don't think so because of the rest of the cards coming, but it is a good sign. In my other one, he's charging other decks, he's charging forward on a horse. On this one, he's like, I already killed them. He has blood on his sword. So he actually definitely is on like an attack kind of thing. He's out there and expects to win the battle. This guy already won it. On these cards, that's what I want to say. If it's a person, it could be an overly aggressive person coming at us in attack mode, like verbal attack. It can mean, and it can mean that we are aggressively, if this is us in our own reading, we are aggressively pursuing a lifestyle that's going to allow us to live out our lives in the way that we choose. Now, if he is a messenger knight, so if it's someone outside of us, he can kind of bring bad news or something that could relate to someone personally, or now male or female. I don't know if I said that. It goes both ways. He could bring us bad news about our, coming towards us, or someone that we are close to, some kind of conflict at hand. It's not physical, it's verbal conflict, usually where there's really angry, opinionated differences of opinion around us, with angry messages being sent like back and forth. And if he's not a person, it could tell us that we are so focused on like our intellectual pursuits that we're neglecting other portions of our lives or other facets of our lives. The other thing is we could be just being too forceful and expressing our ideas and our opinions, and that would get us negative feedback or opposition, and that's not the way we want to go with this energy. We don't want to go with it that way. We want to go with it in the manner that we are paying attention to others, we're being loving, kind, caring, generous with others that are around us also, So look around our lives, because all of these cards here are really good. So look around our lives and think to ourselves, we don't have to tell anybody else about that. Think to ourselves, are we neglecting the people that we love because we just are neglecting them and turning more like I am only pursuing the good cards this month, So if we're doing it like that, that doesn't allow us. And we don't want to be like the Knight of Swords. We want to be the Queen and the King of Swords. That kind of energy. And like I said, it could be someone totally outside of us, like a boss that's forcing things down our throat. Also, there's another thing about the Knight of Swords. Let's say he's our boss, right? And he wants a project completed and he has to order component parts. It's an example. I'm thinking of it always pops in my head. He wants to order the bunch of component parts because we got a big project at work, needs to get done. And the quality parts he ordered are not going to come in on time, basically on time, because he said we'd get it done when there wasn't enough time to get the parts there. So what he does is buy lower quality component parts when our corporation, it makes the best. So when the people get it, everything breaks down because he took that shortcut. That's something that the Knight of Swords energy can do really well. But it also is like, fast, mentally moving energy too. Where everything's on top of its game, that kind of energetics too. And I think if this is used appropriately, we're in our own reading. We can get whatever we want here, because of these next two cards. Basically, we're going to get the transformation. The Knight of Swords, he's authentically himself when he's going after something. Wouldn't have to worry about that. And he upholds and maintains freedom. So our next card here is the Judgment card, and I actually like it. I love the Judgment card. It means we've had a wake-up call from the universe and that we're ready to step into a new phase of our maturing process. And remember what I said about Knight of Swords, he's working up to the King and Queen thing. So our life is fairly settled. We have the Sun, we have that Six of Cups card here, and we're letting things grow and mature at a pace. So we're not trying to hurry everything along like that Knight of Swords energy. He's aggressively doing what he wants to do. With this Judgment card, we're not hurrying the process. We are like realizing that we're being guided by a higher power, and we feel faith in that realization. And it means a new phase in our life is coming into being as kind of a natural result of our maturity, if that makes any sense. It's like a tree. That's the example I always tell you. It's like a tree that we were nurturing, and it's went through all these stages, and now it's producing fruit, which is the product of its maturity. So because of that, we get really important news that is very beneficial to us. We acquire new knowledge. The Knight of Swords is a mental energy, so we can acquire new knowledge that brings us joy. It'll bring us a sense of fulfillment. If we were having health problems, health problems get handled, and they're anything that is a problem to us gets handled, right? And it gets handled in a good manner or in a good way, where the outcome is totally beneficial to us. That's why I love it so much, And look at it once again. I'm thinking about that while I'm looking at the card. There's a child influence too in here. That child energy. I didn't think about that before, but the Sun card, this one has children on it, and this next card here, I'll grab it up for us so we know what we're doing. The Ace of Cups. That can mean birth also, because if we think about it and we look at it, it's love and happiness, all that emotional things, love, happiness, joy, and peace in our life. It's the hand of God coming from the clouds that lets us have a new sense of emotional fulfillment, because a fresh new start. So it could be new beginnings in love, on or any type of like one-on-one relationship of any kind. It where there was here they're saying it this way: there are previously unfelt emotions that are coming into play for us right now, previously unfelt emotions that are coming into play with us right now in a new way, um, like in a new way of seeing our relationships. It's usually related to relationships. Now, this is a card of birth also. So some of us may be pregnant, you know. This is a card of freedom in all those other special things that make life good. Like it can be birth of a child, it can be birth of ideas, because that Knight of Swords energy, how do I want to live out my life stuff? It's a fertile time for emotional and any type of creative growth. Emotional growth and creative growth, and it's like this particular ace, it symbolizes like consummation. I think that's the word. Consummation is how they're saying it, of something that we truly, truly hoped for. So it's a really nice energy to go along with this. Am I hoping for a new home? Am I, like material? It's emotional things. So this is more spiritual type energy, you know, but it's an energetics for manifestation. So whatever I've set in motion, right, that I need to transform, whether it's a new job, I want a new relationship, I want the relationship I'm in to straighten up somehow, I want to make sure I get that loan for the bank, that kind of thing. Whatever it is, or the new job, it means that it's what we had hoped for is coming through. And that's going to allow us to stand in our authenticity, like our word here, transform our life, and become more resilient. Because if we think about the Knight of Swords, he's resilient. He's going after whatever it is that he wants, So all in all, for us, I think, if we keep the focus, stay focused on what it is. What is it, Spirit? And what is it, my little Aquarius self? What is it that's truly important to me? That feels like the outcome of this month, So to me, it's like, this is amazing. We have a little blip in here, but maybe we're aggressively pursuing something that we feel truly in our hearts is going to make us happy or make us feel fulfilled. The new job, whatever, new home, new this, new that, whatever it is. We've waited with the Judgment card, and now it's ours. All we have to do is focus on the good in the present, which means the future gets better. Pay attention, take the actions when they are required. It's called aligned action. And notice the signs. You can't make these angel cards up, can you, Aquarius? It says, yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and that you are never alone. And I'm thinking to myself, well, pay attention. What's in front of my face? What is it that I want to change? What is it that, and I keep hearing that, what is important to me? Which is the weird thing. It kept coming in that first original message, and it keeps coming back. What is important? I've waited, with this judgment, and now is my time. It's like, it's all going to change. It's all going to transform. I love it for us this month. Sometimes a lot of us have had really rough times these past few years, and I don't think 2019 been all that perfect for everybody, so far, but it feels like it's lifting up or moving up, you know. The angels gave you this card to help you understand the signs you've been receiving lately. These signs include feathers, coins, butterfly, birds, or other repetitive visions that make you think of the angels who have deliberately sent you these signs to let you know they're nearby, protecting, loving, and guiding you. It says departed loved ones in heaven are saying, hello, I love you. Notice and believe in the repetitive signs and receive as validation that you're on the right path. Have faith, follow the signs that are guiding you to your heart's desires. And I'm going to say, follow sometimes like the people that are coming. Remember that original message, everybody loves the Aquarius. Maybe there's something they'll say in a conversation that's going to say, oh, that, I got that, and I'll go get it, the important things. Sometimes if we pay attention to people, we can hear a click that is a guidance coming through from source or spirit to us personally that helps us to move on the path in the right direction. Well, okay, Aquarius, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every single one of them, and I really appreciate them. If you want to know more about me or just go neb about me, all of the information down below the screen in the About section. Or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information is over at the website in the About section. There's 2 short videos over there also. They're 5 minutes long. One explains a prayer class I put out for you guys. The other is the sutra class, and it explains them. The prayer class is like 2.5 hour long class, and the sutras are thought forms you put in. Simple meditation takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. It's a good tool in your toolbox. But there's videos that explain them. And to everybody that I've met through 3 whole years of doing YouTubes, and all of you I've met through 31 years of this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.